YouTube. So today I'm working on another reference. The reference I'm working on today is for another one of my characters. You can tell she's some sort of dog-human hybrid, I guess. The thing is I'm not really going for kind of an anthro furry kind of direction with her. I'm kind of making it so she has a reason why she is the way she is. And there isn't anyone else who is in the same boat as her. If you watched my last video, you know I talked about why it's important to use a reference, and I was working on my reference for my other character, Estelle. And today I'm working on my reference for my character named Tamika, or Mika. I call her a bit of both. And I'm going to talk today, instead about why you should have a reference, I'm going to talk about how to develop your characters. So some things that I think are important is to kind of reflect your character's personality in them. Like, you should be able to look at a character and tell how they are going to act. Like, for example, Mika is a very happy person. She's a very happy, excited person, I guess. I kind of made her based off of like a Shiba Inu, the dogs. So she's very excitable and always has like a big smile. And also, going with this, think about where your characters live, where your characters exist. So, for example, I have decided that Mika would live in the desert. She was adopted by a woman in a village, and in this village it's very hot, and they wear hijab and burqa-like clothing to protect themselves from the sandstorms and such. And I thought that that would be a very practical kind of clothing design. And continuing with talking about personalities, something that is important about Mika is she can't talk. So she's mute. So something that I want to incorporate into her character and stuff is that she is very expressive of her emotions and stuff. By having her be very expressive, this makes it so that she doesn't really need her words to convey meaning and convey ideas. She can use her body language and facial expressions. I thought that this would be like a very interesting idea. Something that also has changed a lot was just her background. I've changed her so much since I first created her. When I first created her, she had no story. She was just a dog girl. But when I first started trying to develop her last year, I was thinking, oh, she has been raising herself, living alone her whole life. But I've kind of moved away from that because I think the kind of path I'm going would be more interesting. And just to go along with her character design, so since she isn't really total human, she really does stand out from everyone else in her village. She doesn't look the same as them, and she also has the dog ears. And because of this, she's kind of shunned and pushed away and not totally accepted into the village, and not accepted by those around her. She's not accepted by those who are her age. She's not accepted by those who are older than her. Pretty much the only little ally she has in this village is her mother. And her mother is always there to support her and help her get through these things. So So another thing with my characters is the 3 that I haven't posted any videos of my 3rd character, but I might post some in the future of him. But my idea is that these guys would all exist in the same universe, and they're all going to interact with each other at some point. And just so with this, I was thinking, like, since this is all a fantasy universe, I kind of need to find a way to kind of allow these guys to have different cultures and stuff, but still be able to realistically exist within the same culture, or within the same world, within the same environment. So I'm going to make them different, but going to try and find a way to work it so that they all fit well together. And since in this little world I've created, one of the big, I guess, issues is demons. So I decided if Mika is going to be traveling with my other character, Roman, who is a sword fighter, like my other character, Estelle, it'd be important for Mika to maybe be useful in some sort of way with a weapon of her own, though she's not going to be very skilled at it just because she didn't. Something that I think is really important about character design is that your characters all look different. You don't want all your characters to be indistinguishable from each other. You want them to look distinct. You don't want your characters to be easily mistaken. And one way you can make it so your characters are able to be differentiated from each other is by making their silhouettes different, and making you be able to tell who is who just by their outline. So if you see them from the back or from a distance, your reader or your viewer knows who this is and who they're looking at. Another thing when designing a character is their color palette and the kind of colors that you want to be incorporated in your character. You don't want a character with a lot of high intensity colors because that is draining for the eyes. That's too much contrast and everything. Something that you'd want is, like, if you're going for 2 contrasting colors like red and blue, you can have one at a very high intensity, like you may have seen with my Estelle character. She's got the red shirt and blue hair. The red shirt is very bright. It's very red. But her hair is a very pale blue. It's a very low saturation. It's not as saturated as the red. And if you want to do that, that works. I find that that works pretty well. I've tried in the past putting like a blue shirt on Estelle, and I found that that made her look sickly ill and very wrong, which sometimes can happen. Your color choices can really make or break your character. It can make them look alive, but it also can make them look wrong in many ways. So color choice is really very crucial. Just don't cover your characters in a bunch of gross, bright, eye-straining colors. So all of these things, color, design, can really be used to show your characters and who your characters are. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!